Hello, I'm Mario Toneguzzi, Senior News Editor with Retail Insider. Joining me today is Paige O'Neill, General Manager of CF Chinook Centre in Calgary. Thanks for joining us, Paige.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
All right, let's talk about some stuff that's happening at Chinook Centre. A colleague of mine recently walked by it and took some photos of all this hoarding that's around the mall. Tell us a couple of the new retailers that we're expecting to see shortly.
There's some exciting times happening here at CF Chinook Centre, especially with people joining and our retail complement, which is already pretty powerful. Your colleague probably saw this large blue hoarding, which is Burke's. Burke's is actually relocating within the center, building a brand new store and adding in the Rolex concept to that location. And which is great. Aerie actually just opened a location in Chinook Centre yesterday. So they're up and running, which is amazing. We have a lot of new clients joining us, including Athleta. Castella Cheesecake just recently opened, Specsavers, 2 locations in Calgary now, Market Mall and Chinook. And honestly, there's some, it's amazing. Even Mango joined the Hudson Bay in the lower level of where the Top Shop is. We have Herschel coming in soon. We're working with Missouri. It's quite exciting, and we have some of our clients relocating and rebuilding their stores. We will be adding Uniqlo to our mix in the not so near or in the near future. So it's pretty exciting. All the new retailers that are coming not only to Chinook Centre but to Calgary for the city.
So tell me, Paige, why is this happening? Why are retailers flocking to Chinook Centre?
Well, Chinook, I mean, it's a powerhouse center, obviously. And when retailers are looking across Canada, they're definitely looking at being in the best centers across Canada. And when they look at Toronto, when they look at Vancouver, and a natural choice is obviously Calgary. And, working with the retailers, working with Cadillac Fairview, I think natural choices for sure for one store, which could cover the city and be a destination for a client is definitely Chinook. I'm a little biased, but and if they want 2 locations, I would say partnering with our sister property Market Mall would definitely give them a huge audience and huge customer access in the city of Calgary.
Okay, Paige, when you look back over the past 2.5 years, I guess, now with the pandemic, where would you say your foot traffic is today, compared to what it has been in the past 2.5 years?
We're not, our traffic numbers aren't pre-COVID numbers yet, but they're increasing every single month. And we're getting very close to pre-pandemic numbers for traffic. Even with a little bit less traffic, it is definitely translating into very strong sales. And we did have a number of our retail clients really weather the COVID storm. Not that COVID's over, but and they're continuing that strong sales. So I would say that people are definitely while being still safe and cognizant of COVID and the flu season and everything along those lines. The experience of being in a center and going out for dinner and going to a show and shopping and trying the clothes on and having that opportunity, I think is definitely relevant and definitely helping our retail clients at Chinook and across the board. That confidence is coming back for a lot of people.
Okay, let's talk about the holiday season. It's basically upon us. We've gone through the back to school. How did that go, by the way, first of all?
Back to school is very strong. Yeah, we're definitely capture a lot of the youth market here. And a lot of kids and youth go back to school, find out what everybody's wearing, what everybody has, and then they come back to the mall. Yeah. So it was a fairly strong back to school season for us.
Okay, so as we enter into the quote unquote holiday shopping season, what are your expectations this year for Chinook Centre?
Well, you've heard me say it in the past, but we're cautiously optimistic that we're going to get pretty close to 2019 numbers in sales and traffic. And if any indication sort of helps us with that, the attendance at our Stampede Breakfast this year, which was a full-on traditional Stampede Breakfast for us. It was coming back from COVID. It was great to see the numbers of people coming out. We didn't hit 40,000 or anything like that, but it was steady. People were coming, and I think that's just a testament to sort of how we went into back to school, and I think how we'll have a successful Christmas season. And as mentioned, some of our new clients will be open by then, not all of them. But the new year, going into the new year, you'll see some amazing changes at this center.
Okay, not to put you on the spot, but I'm just curious. I read a lot obviously about the retail sector and the industry, the shopping centers, etc. What do you think is out there as a possibility for use that Chinook Centre might eventually look at in terms of different tenants?
Yeah, no, it's interesting how we see different trends. I mean, cell phones. Now we're seeing a market of glass stores, eyeglass stores and the such. But for Chinook, we haven't had a massive development since the pedestrian bridge was built in conjunction in partnership with the City of Calgary. The dining hall was renovated in 2018. There is lots of opportunities here. And we own land across the street. So we are definitely on the radar screen, our development team working with the City of Calgary. So in the future, sometime you could see hotel, you could see restaurants, you could see development on the property across the street. And it's sort of one of those never-ending projects. And we're fortunate in Calgary and our owners always reinvesting in this property and in Calgary.
And what do you get in terms of the sense of and your feel of the vibe in Calgary these days?
Well, paying attention to the news and just as recently as this morning, the number of people that are migrating interprovincially to the city. The cost of living, the housing market, we are, as much as, we're Calgarians and Albertans are feeling that hit and that pressure. We are seeing a lot of newcomers coming to Calgary, and that bodes well for our economy. And I just think that if we can keep everyone on the right track and keep everyone stable in their homes and, gas prices and the such, we'll see success for sure.
All right, super. Thanks very much, Paige, for joining us today.
Thank you.
All right, that was Paige O'Neill, General Manager of Chinook Centre, CF Chinook Centre in Calgary. I'm Mario Toneguzzi, Senior News Editor with Retail Insider. Thanks for joining us today.